Good morning. It is Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Baguazhang, the 8 palm changes. We've been working on palm changes 1 through 4, 1 through 6 on the pattern. We're going to continue that this morning. We'll see, I might add 7, not sure about 8. I will be adding both of those next week for sure. Okay, so the goal for today is to review what we have on the pattern and to practice palm changes 1 through 6 on the pattern. Let's get started. Feet about shoulder width apart. Basic stretches. Bend the knees. Wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes. Open the arms. Pull up through the crown of the head. Pull the shoulders down. Hands circle the front. And back around to both sides. Smile. Up along the center line. And reach out. Extend. Hands should stay just a little bit in front of you as you roll over. Okay? So my hands are moving. So is my waist. And so are all the vertebrae in my back. Fingertips reach up, the elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, follow the fingertips down. Arch through the back as you come up, bend the knees. Use the back of the leg as a lever to help raise your body as you come up. Pet the cat. And the elbows drop down. Hands return to your sides. Don't stop. Side to side, I'm going to turn to my right and turn to your left. Smile. Come center. The other side. Keep the circle smooth and even all the way around. And come center, elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Right leg front. Into the heel, not into the knee. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. And the other side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. And come on up. Alright, this week I have not been working to lower my stance. I've had a bunch of other things going on for the last, probably last 3 weeks. Some illness in the family, and it's it's brought to the forefront of my life the treatment as opposed to the care that we here in the U.S. give to patients. So we treat things. We don't necessarily care for the person. We take care of the person. We treat whatever it is that the issue, the ailment, whatever it is, and then, hey, it's up to you, figure it out. It's just stories I could tell. That has, and I mention it because I have been I've been a support person, trying to remotely help with the healthcare needs of someone who has been rather ill and is now much better. This is a good thing. I didn't realize, as we're going through these last few weeks, how exhausting our healthcare system is for the patient and for the family. It's really, it's a treatment system. It's not a care system. So I've been involved with that. I've had to be involved with that, and I learned quite a bit. I also found that it was exhausting. So part of my own practice right here has suffered. It's not. I'm talking about this the same as everything else practice. All right. We do not live in a vacuum. We live with our family, we live with friends, we live in a community, we live in a society. We do not live in a vacuum. We do not live in complete and total isolation. We don't. I'm kind of a hermit, but I still don't live in complete and total isolation. I have cats. I have neighbors. I talk to people, right? I'm here. That impacts the fact that we are not living in isolation, that we might be doing something, that there might be something going on, that this is happening, that is happening, whatever it is, impacts our practice. It affects what we do. Now, I've been late these last few weeks partly because of that. And I'm not trying to, and please understand this, I'm not trying to assess blame. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm glad that I was able. Point being, when I needed to do this other thing, it came to a point where it was affecting my practice. What to do about that? Keep practicing. Find a way. Come late. Do something a little bit different. But keep the practice. And I'm going to get ready to walk a circle here in just a second. The habit of doing what we're doing. We come back every day and we practice. That habit will carry you through all sorts of difficulties. It will. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Head should be straight. Knees bent just a little bit. Toes grip the ground. A little bit of space between the upper arm and the upper chest. So your arms aren't here, they're here. Palms are flat. Next to your sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in slowly. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Turn. Slowly. 1, 2. Palm change 1. Turn. Now 1, 2. Palm change 2. Palm change 3. Palm change 4. Palm change 5. Palm change 6. And palm change 7. Center. Stop. This would be palm change 8 to the left. All right, we're going to do this again. This was, yeah, it's okay. No, I have my supervisor here, Shin. Alright, it's her rug, you know, so there is that. Couple of things that were, generally, yeah, it was okay, is correct. There was a place in palm change 3 that I hesitated. I started to do something and I stopped and then I did something else and it was kind of mushy. Was. In palm change 4, for palm change 4, I have, and I'm going to talk about this for a second. In palm change 4, as we come around here, where am I? I'm here. Where am I? On palm change 4. Right here. I tend to lean forward a little too much. Okay? Here. So that when I pull back to come up, I'm not in balance. Just now was, right? I did it. But in the pattern, I was off and it showed. I could feel it and I know you can see it. All right, there was also at the end of palm change 4, I had started to creep closer to the rug and I recognized it and I couldn't do anything about it. And I was thinking about that instead of this to come out for palm change 5. So, why is she talking about all her mistakes? Why, just get on with it. Because we want to correct them. If we I talk about this all the time. if we don't correct our mistakes, if we don't stop, if we don't recognize them, we can't correct them, right? So I could just let it go and say, yeah, okay. And somebody looking at this particular video, practice video, this is not a demo, this is supposed to be perfect video, right? Somebody looking at this might think, well, oh, hey, that's the way it's supposed to be done. Well, it's not. It's not. That's why we practice. And again, let me stress, we're going to do this again. Let me stress that if I were getting ready to give an exhibition, if I were going to do this in exhibition, I would have on nicer pants, nicer shoes probably, probably different shirt, huh? Alright? And I would have worked a minimum of an hour a day on the 2 minutes, maybe, that I was going to do. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, and repeat it again, and do it again, and do it again, so that there is so much of what I'm going to do that I have repeated so often, there's no possibility I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to have to, it would really be tough for me to make a mistake because I will have practiced that much. Okay? Now, some of what I'm doing, I've practiced quite a bit. I don't make those mistakes. Other things, I do make mistakes because this is my practice. You're here for practice. I'm here for practice. I'm not here for demo. Feet together, stand straight. Salute to the center. And I'm going to step up just a little bit so I don't hit the table. Salute to the center. Slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Turn. Open. Palm change one. Smile. Palm change two. Palm change three. Palm change four. Palm change five. Palm change six. Palm change seven. Palm change eight. Relax. All right. I have one misstep. It's a where's Waldo question. Where was it? Where did I make a mistake? Stepping. Right here. Should have been here. Outside foot, inside hand. What what I did. Inside foot, inside hand. Now, could both of those be effective? Are both of those reasonable? They are. And as we practice, we develop the ability to make those changes. It's very much like, for me at least, it's very much like learning an alphabet, learning some basic characters, learning my spelling. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In English, we got 26 letters. They combine to make words. We learn the words, and we learn how to put the words into sentences. The martial arts, for me, are very similar to that alphabet and those words and making sentences out of them. So the alphabet is my stepping methods and my hand methods, right? My words, a particular form, a few movements, sentences, a full set. Right? So a full sentence might be palm change 1 all the way around. What does that require? What does it require? You got a stepping method. You need to know how to carry your hands. Long list of basic things that we have learned that now we can apply. 1 through 7 again. Salute to the center. We're still going slow, not too fast. Relax through the body, relax through the upper back, pull up through the crown of the head, open the gates in the back, pull up through the center, bend the knees. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth, and breathe in, and breathe out. Drop the shoulders, and breathe in, and sink, turn. Ready, and palm change 1. Palm change 2. Palm change 3. Palm change 4. Smile. Palm change 5. Palm change 6. All the way around. Open, palm change 7, all the way around. Ready, and close, twist around. Right foot, left palm, right elbow, both fists. Turn, center. Stay there. Relax. All right. Time. No, this set, right? No major mistakes. Could it be better? Sure. Absolutely. And that's what we look for in practice. How to make it better. Now, how to make it better? My stepping could be more even, right? There are a couple places where I bring my I bring my step in too close, and then I have to go to another place where I need to open it up to compensate for what I had done too close. I need to work on that. It's not a I'm going to put this, it's not a glaring mistake. Okay? So if my right foot is front and my prescribed movement in the form is to close my left foot and my right hand here, then I'm correct. If my left foot is front and I close, I have there's an application there, I can absolutely do that. Is that correct in the form that I'm teaching? No. Inside hand, outside foot. So on the other side, close the right. Left palm comes in, slice in. That also could be done with the inside hand and the inside foot. But possible. It's not a glaring, too bad error. It's not the same as if I step here and I need to turn this way. I can't. This foot has to be front for me to come around to this side. This foot is front, you turn here, I end up on this, no, I can't. That's not the center, that's the outside, this is the inside, I need to go to the inside. Alright? Right foot front, turn to the outside, then to the inside. My left foot is front, I'm going to turn to the inside and then to the outside. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Is that a reasonable thing to do in an application? Absolutely, especially if my opponent's over here. But in practice, we don't want to do that. So if I end up in a position that I cannot do the prescribed move, that's a pretty glaring error. If I fudge a little of something, I still need to know that, because that difference matters. It does. As I step up here, the weight change to bring my outside foot in as I bring my hand across to slice gives me greater strength than if I bring my inside foot and my inside hand together. That is stronger than it is. At twist and slice, that's part of what's in that move. We want to understand why. I did not create this. I worked with it for, well, let's see, 91, so close to 30 years. Right? Yeah, 30 plus, give or take. As I practiced, right? What does that feel like? Why was this movement? Why is this part of Bagua? Why is this walking the circle? Why are we doing this? What advantage do I gain? What strength do I develop? And how do I build on that? Well, if I'm paying attention to that strength and trying to develop it, I don't want to do something that is a mistake, not a horrible one, but a mistake in the form, and does not give me the ability to develop that strength that I'm trying to develop. Why would I want to practice that? I wouldn't. I don't. Using what we're doing, an application in a circumstance where you're going to use it, we don't think about, oh, wait a minute, let me turn my foot this way. You don't punch me yet. I'm going to turn, and then you can punch me because then I'm going to do this move on you. What is that? No. Real life doesn't work that way. Okay? That's practice in the studio works that way. Real life doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, it doesn't. We respond, and we're going to practice one more time. We respond, and how we respond, what am I going to do? Am I going to just move out of the way? That's my first choice always. Move out of the way. If I can't move out of the way, now what? I don't know. What's in front of me? A cat on the rug. I don't have to do anything. She's laying there. Right? That sense of, what do I need to do? Is there something that I need to do? And if so, what? Do I need to move out of, somebody's running down the sidewalk, I want to move out of their way because I don't want them to hit me? Yeah, I do. I'll move out of the way. That sense of, what do I need to do, is part of why we practice. We're not going to practice and say, this situation, this thing over here. It's how we develop our muscle memory, how we develop the skill, so that at will, if we need it, it's available. Feet together, stand straight, hands at your sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Slowly, one more time, 1 through 7. Salute the center. Pull up. Sink into the heel. Take it easy and breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Sink. Turn. Smile. Palm change 1. Palm change 2. All the way around. Palm change 3. Palm change 4. Palm change 5. Palm change 6. Palm change 7. Stay there. Relax. All right. It's okay. Could be better. No big mistakes. I'm going to stop here for this morning. And this idea that we start, this is takeaway for this morning, right? We start with, and I started with this morning, a list of things. I walked a circle, I made some mistakes, and I started, here's my list. I did this, I did this, I did this, right? And I went back, and each time I tried to correct those mistakes. Here's my mistakes, here's what I need to do it, right? That part of practice is something that we don't get if all we're watching is a demo that's perfect every time. When I talk about the things that I've done wrong, it's not, let me beat up on myself. I do, but I don't have anyone here in front of me that I can say, well, you did this, you did that, you need to fix this, I correct myself. Right? And if we don't know what we're doing, if we don't recognize what is or is not correct according to the form that we're practicing, and if we just ignore that, we just practice and, whatever, I'm having a good time and I just practice whatever, then that's okay, but you're never going to get better. Your practice won't improve. What did I just do? Was it mostly correct? Did I make a mistake? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. In this last set, I didn't. Not any bad ones. Little ones. There's always going to be little ones, okay? You're never going to get away from that. There's always going to be some little thing that you would like to do better. That's why we practice. That's the refinement part of practice. We get it right and then we refine it. I hope this has been useful. This idea that we start with making mistakes, we start with understanding what they are, we understand how we made the mistake, we understand what the mistake is, and then we fix it. And we practice again. And after we fix that mistake, we start refining that movement. So gradually it becomes more perfect. Over time, some mistakes stop happening. They just, you don't do them, you don't do it anymore. If I'm walking the circle in palm change 1, I'm pretty much, my footwork is fine, everything's good, palm change is great, no problems, okay? Palm change 8, yeah, maybe. Palm change 5, yeah. Palm change 4, well, all right. That understanding what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, whether or not I feel comfortable, and whether or not what I'm doing is in conformance with the orthodox method that I learned. Because that's something that I value. That is this correct? Okay? I'll give you a little example, just real quick. A ridiculous example. All right, in Bagua, we're here, feet together, stand straight, right? Sink, turn the leg, turn around. That's what we should do. What if I go to a tournament, and I'm judging in a tournament, and I see somebody, they're going to do Bagua, okay? Bagua, right? And I see them do this. What was that? It wasn't Bagua. It wasn't any form of Bagua, period. I have no idea. I made it up as I was going. And that was my point. That orthodox method, stepping methods, the hand methods, all of these are clear and well defined. And different styles have slightly different variations. They all have similar things in common. one of the key things that we're always going to look for is, can it be used? Are we doing anything that might have an application behind it? Because if that's not clear, then practice is incomplete. And if it appears that there's no possible application, then it has to be something else. It's not it's not a martial art, right? Football is football. International football, American football, right? It's American football. Soccer has different rules. Basketball has different rules, right? The same for all of the martial arts. There are certain things that we should do. There are certain things that we just don't do. Paying attention to the orthodox practice method. How is this defined? What did my teacher teach me? That's what I've tried to preserve. I will be back tomorrow with Wudang Qigong, foundation sets 1 through 9, and on Friday, Wudang Qigong advanced sets 10 through 18. Next week, Bagua. We're going to do this again. All 8 palm changes on the circle, and it's probably I'll probably keep repeating that up until Thanksgiving week. So we'll probably have 2 more weeks-ish of Bagua on the circle. We'll continue walking the pattern so that that becomes more comfortable, and I'll continue talking about the footwork and the stepping methods, as well as the upper body methods and some of the applications. If I'm going to talk about them, I ought to talk about them some more. All right, I hope you will join me. I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.